All right, we got John Champe. John Champe. Coach, can you give us an introduction, you and the program, please?
All right, hey, good afternoon. Lee Carter, head football coach, John Champe High School. We're located in Loudoun County. That'll be Albany, Virginia. Got some of my seniors with me, some of my team captains, some of my team leaders. We're excited to be here. Just want to say thank you to you all. Let these guys introduce themselves.
I'm Bryce
One more time on
Copeland.
the mic, please.
Jacob Franklin, defensive end.
Let them know who you all are.
I'm Bryce Copeland. I'm the left tackle for offense and defensive tackle.
Ari Awan, right guard.
Ty Arnold, center. Dominic Plush, quarterback.
Brody Harris, D-line. Tyler Kann, linebacker.
Trevor Sherrod, D-tackle and offensive line.
All right, now, Coach, if you can just walk us through first week of camp, first week of practices, what you all did in the off-season, and just give us an idea of what you expect to go through in the season coming up.
Yes, sir. Well, for us, I don't think we're doing anything differently than any other school is doing right now. We were able to get our first weekend, just like anybody else. We did 3 days of helmets, 2 days of uppers, and today we were able to put on 4 pads. The biggest thing is just trying to make sure that we instill our culture in the new guys while maintaining some physicality, but getting through this first week pretty healthy. So we was able to get an inner squad in today. I think that went real well. So a couple of things that we wanted to see addressed, we were able to do so.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And before we kick it off to the press, just want to give the players a chance to go ahead and speak. Anything you want to say, any games you're looking forward to, any accomplishments coming up this year? Now's your chance.
Right now, we're just focused on Dunbar week 1.
All right, that's it, huh? Drop the mic on that, all right? All right, I like it. All right, with that said, we will kick it over to the press.
Coach and players, I'm Dwight Vick with Victory Life Legacy Podcast. Coach, you mentioned Loudoun County. I'm familiar with Loudoun County. And I was talking, we had Pop Falls here about 45 minutes ago, and I was joking with them, like every month it seems like Loudoun County is building another high school. I coached at Parkview back in 08. I was the assistant coach and O-line and D-line coach. Loudoun County is known for a lot of high school competitive sports, especially in football. You guys, the last 2 seasons, have a total of 21 wins, 11 wins last year and 10 wins the year before, and I believe both season-ending losses to Tuscarora, right?
Correct.
So with that being said, there's plenty of motivation to keep pushing forward. As the head coach, the leader of this program, the face of this program, you said, you're doing a lot of things that most teams are doing, but in regards to your program specifically, what are you guys focusing on in regards to your goals and making sure they happen this year? What are you really emphasizing? Is it tackling? Is it mental toughness? Is it finishing a game? What is the point of emphasis you're making to your players?
I think that's a great question. I would say the biggest thing for us is just getting comfortable being uncomfortable. In Loudoun County, it's a very affluent area, and sometimes a lot of people don't want to have to go out there and put the grind in or do things that you normally wouldn't have to do. But I'm blessed to be with some guys who don't mind rolling their sleeves up, going to work. And I think the biggest thing for us getting ready, it wasn't so much of the X's and O's, because I have a great staff who takes care of the X's and O's, but our thing was getting us outside of Loudoun County and getting us some very competitive games that would prepare us for those deep playoff runs. One of our quarterback just said, we're going to open up with Dunbar to DC. They were the DC champs. We're going to go to West Virginia and play Jefferson on Halloween night. We got Stafford, who I believe was like 11 or 10 wins.
Yeah.
So, we're going to play them. And it's going to be tough early on, but I think on the back end, it's going to have us ready to make that, that playoff push that we've been needing. So we've been breezing through the season, getting in the playoffs and struggling a little bit. So I think if we can challenge ourselves early, it'll benefit us late.
Yeah, that's a good schedule, and I'm glad you're doing that. I always say, depending on what platforms I'm on, when you really want to push through something, you got to challenge yourself. Play a team from Maryland, PG, 757, Tidewater, 804, Richmond area. That's how you know, because really, if you look at your region, you really don't have to leave because you got Stonebridge. You got so many Loudoun High schools, but you want to see a different type of team speed because you guys are in 4 or 5?
Well, this year would be 5.
Okay. Yeah, 5. So that's, Maury is the 2-time defending state champs. Do you pay attention to them?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone does. Like they're talented.
Yeah.
And it's just like when we were doing the schedule, I believe, I think if our players can take ownership of the program, they're going to be more invested. So I asked these guys, hey, listen, y'all want to go outside of Loudoun? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. So that's why, we've been on the 707 circuit. We've been going everywhere. So these guys are ready. And I asked them, hey, you mind playing them? They were like, nah, coach. In fact, they wanted to go to DC on the Friday night and actually play them. We couldn't work it out that way, so that they're going to come to us. But I'm like I said, I'm blessed to be around these guys who don't mind playing anybody anywhere.
Coach, I was in high school many years ago, and of course I didn't play football then, but later, guys, I did play football, and I was a middle linebacker, by the way. Okay. Very good at it. So I do want to say, I like that you guys are going to play DC, because back when I was in high school, Virginia and DC used to play, and then it kind of dwindled off a little bit. Now I'm seeing it come back around again. What were you looking for? Because, different areas play different types of football.
Correct.
DC, very scrappy teams over there. What were you looking for when you go out to find these different teams? Scrappy, speed, more strength. What were you looking for when you went for that Dunbar game?
Actually, we had a game versus Centerville, and there was a scheduling conflict. So we were looking for a game, and then there was hardly nobody who was left to play. Then I met Coach Bink last year, their head coach, when they came to 707 that the Washington Commanders did at our school. And we've been talking, and he was like, hey, I need a game. I was like, I need a game. And I asked these guys, particularly this guy right here, and he was like, Coach, let's do it. So I'm just looking for a challenge. Anything that's going to make us better, I'm all for it. And if the boys are ready to do it, hey, and I'm ready.
Absolutely, absolutely. Talking to the senior leaders on the team, who's no senior leaders?
All seniors.
All seniors. Okay, as far as what you guys are teaching the younger guys coming up, the sophomores or juniors that may be on the team, what are you saying about the culture? Because I heard Coach speak on the culture. What are you teaching the guys about the culture of the team?
I'm gonna just say we have a lot of young pieces that we all here have tried to get ready for the season, and I know they're gonna be ready, and I'm super confident in them. But we've been just trying to make sure they're ready for game speed. Confidence is key. I'm confident that we're gonna go in there and win every single game, and I just know I need my brothers to have that same confidence, and I know we're gonna win.
One thing I gotta say, so we do have a lot of young guys, and right now we're focusing on lining them up and just teaching them to play, do their job instead of trying to be like a superhero. That's something we preach on this team, that it's not a one-man team, it's 11 guys. So it's real important that we get it in their heads that it's not just them. There's 10 other dudes around you.
Yeah, for some other seniors, kind of similar question, but obviously you guys as a team have had a lot of success over the last couple of years, and like Coach said, just trying to continue to challenge yourselves to continue to make those playoff pushes and win more games in the postseason. What's something you guys have learned just over the last couple of years that you think will be key to teach some of the younger classmen who are coming along and going to play a bigger role this year, and just what are you looking forward to taking on that bigger leadership role?
I'd say definitely just the bond that we have together. All of us hang out outside of football. So I think that ability to trust the person next to you, and it's hey, if I don't do, if I mess up, the person next to me will get me and pick me back up, and we'll be ready for that next play. I definitely think that our bond is something that a lot of teams may not have that strength in as ours is.
And speaking about trust, that really goes with the coaches as well. We'll go so far just trusting what the coaches have and playing out for you. And we have the last 3 years, and he's proven it every time. So, hey, that's just what we do.
And Coach, you talked about trying to make these guys, comfortable with the uncomfortable. Obviously, not something you can control, but you guys have kind of been kicked around the divisions, being Class 6 a couple years ago, Class 4, now Class 5 again. obviously out of your control, but what do you think that has that kind of taught anything to you, your staff, or your team, and just does that change the way you approach anything this year, or not really?
Well, it does, and I think what my guy said right here, just being in Loudoun, there's population shifts all the time and new subdivisions being built. So I was joking with our AD, we haven't been in the same division longer than 2 years. Whether we're 4A, then we go to 6, then we go back to 4, now we're at 5, and in 2 years, they're projecting us to be back at 6, but then there's a new high school that's coming in 28. So we don't know where we will be. But what we do know, every Friday night, the ball's going to be placed down on the 40-yard line. Somebody's going to be kicking it off, somebody's going to be receiving it. And whether we're kicking it off, whether we're receiving it, is my job as a coach and my staff to make sure that the guys who suit up for us are ready to play.
And then just speaking about this year's group specifically, obviously, lost some key players from last year, but have a lot of guys who have experience coming back. Is there anything that's unique about this group, or anything that just kind of has stood out over the course of this offseason now heading into the thick of training camp? Well,
we always say, I don't mean to be cliche, but tradition doesn't graduate. Culture doesn't graduate. So just next man up. These guys preached it, the next man up. So I think these guys are ready. Last year's team, last year's seniors, they left a legacy. These guys, they're going to play this season. They're going to leave a legacy. So we don't get control of what we can control, but hey, we got to go out there and play our best each and every week.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I was over here thinking, but you said it like every few years, 4, 5, 6, and I can't keep up with VHSL's reclassifications. It's tough to keep up. It's like a math system, but and you mentioned the schools being built, and I joke, but I was being serious because literally you guys are down the street from Freedom South Writing.
Correct.
I mean, it's weird, but at the same time, going back to the players, I want to ask a fun question. Who is the face of the program when it comes to personality and just, unanimous? Who is it? So tell me why they pointed at you. Why are you that guy?
I mean, so after 2 days, after our practices, we always do like this competition. And for the past 3 years, we've done something called the cake eating competition, where you get a piece of cake, different size every year, and you got one person each grade. And I've won that the past 3 years. So I think that's something that just like, to my personality, that's just like, that's the biggest thing with it happening yesterday and me being able to go out as a champion.
No doubt.
I think just that played a big part in it.
Yeah, man, that's a new one, man. We had Annandale in here, and they're making pancakes, bacon, and sausage. So this new age of high school football is amazing to me, what you guys do for team bonding and energy. Coach, talk about some pleasant surprises or even some expectations us in the media and fans watching on this stream should expect to see as far as some players that may not be here today. I love that about covering high school and college sports. There's always that X factor, a pleasant surprise, a player that comes out of nowhere that's going to help you win games. I know it's a team effort, but is there a player like, hey, I know you don't want to give away too much because people are watching scouting, but is there a player like, hey, this kid right here, you can ask everybody, he's really, I know it's early, but just even going back to off-season workouts.
So, interesting you said that. What I brought, the guys that I brought, these are the guys that traditionally play with their backs to the ball. So you don't hear their names called a lot of time, and these are O linemen and our D linemen, a couple of backers or tight ends. But I wanted these guys to come and experience, because they're not the ones who usually have microphones in front of them after a game, but they're the reason why we're winning. Now, if there's a player that's probably going to benefit from these guys, blocking, and he's been able to return punts or catch balls, it'll probably be Lucas Gonzalez. He's got not here. He's a receiver. He moved into our zone. He transferred to us his 10th grade year. Special permission kid. He did it. He set his time out. He had to set a whole year. He set a whole year. He just came and just practiced with us. Couldn't play a single game. He made that sacrifice. Last year he was able to play. Caught like 30-some balls, couple touchdowns. This year he's primed for I believe a big season.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that he moved in here and sat out a year.
Yeah.
VHSL was always watching.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, good job.
Yeah. No, he didn't play. He said he set a whole year.
And for some of the players as well, kind of already spoke about this, but just having the experience of going to the playoffs the last couple of years and seeing how well seasons can go and how seasons also end. Just what experiences are you guys kind of taking into your senior year, and what do you just kind of hope to? How do you hope to fuel that success this year?
Going to the playoffs every year is a blessing. It's a great experience the last 2 years. You know, dream come true. But you know, we came out with a loss the last 2 years, and I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm ready to go win.
Well, I think the challenge would be, you know, when these guys were freshmen, we were in 6A, and we lost to Freedom. We ended up going and winning the state championship. Then these guys were sophomores. We were in 4A playoffs. Then juniors 4A playoffs. So this class is a class that we project to make the playoffs 3 years in 3 different classifications. So.
Yeah, I think Phoenix High School is the only team that's ever won state championships in multiple divisions,
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6, I believe, or 3, 4, and 5. It's crazy how, again, I can't keep up, and I'm an expert in this. Yeah.
All right, Coach. So before we let you go, I just had a quick question for you and the players. Can you just tell us a little bit about your experience here today?
Yeah, I don't mind. Let me get Mr. Awan real quick.
Honestly, I'm just glad I'm here, glad I'm with my brothers, glad we can explain our tradition, our culture, what Champ is, our experience in playoffs, and just glad we can explain all of this.
Franklin.
Yeah, like you said, I'm glad to be out here with my family, and that's what I truly think. We have a strong bond. I feel like that's going to carry us over to this.
Okay.
I'm really happy I'm here. We've been in the playoffs 2 years before, and this time we're here to stay, and we're going to win. And us being here and like showing we're going to win, I'm excited and proud and happy for our brothers.
Great. We're happy to have you all here. We appreciate you coming all the way out. John Champe, best of luck this season. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.